The essay of Travel by Francis Bacon provides an interesting guideline to travelers. The list of do's and don'ts for travelers is quite long, and Bacon begins by telling the travelers that it is always good that they learn the language of the place they are planning to visit. Knowing the local language will always benefit a person. Next, he says that if the traveler is young, it is good that he travels in the company of a tutor or an experienced traveler. Then, there should be a proper plan before one um, chooses to go and go to a place. It is always wise that the travelers carry a diary with them to note down their experiences. They may come across interesting places, interesting people, interesting happenings. So, in order to retain that as a cherished memory, Bacon suggests that there should be some kind of writing material that travelers should take along with them. And he says that travelers should not stay in a particular place for a very long time. They should not get rooted to a place, but travel to many other different parts of the country they visit. Travelers will benefit in a large way if they carry a letter of recommendation from some important official of their own place. It will always, get the help that they need in the new country. Secondly, they should seek the company of secretaries and ambassadors in the new country because these important officials, people who occupy a higher office, will help the travelers in unexpected ways. They'll arrange things for them and they'll arrange all kinds of resources. Next, travelers should associate themselves with international visitors. Like they should get to know the people of the place. Plus, they also should be very friendly with visitors from other countries too. And that way, they might get some new knowledge about various different countries. Then they should be very careful of not getting into any forms of fight. And if they find quarrelsome people, if they find trouble anywhere, they should always try to stay away. Traveling will benefit people in two main ways. One, it will help them to expand their knowledge and it will provide a new kind of learning. Secondly, there are so many chances, so many possibilities that the travelers might get new friends and acquaintances. Bacon talks about two different modes of traveling. He talks about sea and land travel. And when talking about sea travel, Bacon tells us that the traveler might not have anything to note down in his diary if he goes on a sea voyage. Uh, he cannot look at so many things, and there's no chance for him to meet a lot of new people. And the only thing that are exposed to him is the sky above and the sea beside him. Then, when talking about land travel, he talks about the advantages associated with it by saying that he'll come across a lot of people, he'll have a lot of things to watch and observe, and there's a chance that he'll meet interesting people and he'll visit interesting places. Then gives a suggestive list of things to visit in a new country, and the list is very interesting because it is a combination of both the highs and the lows. So initially, he says that courts of princes can be visited, churches, monasteries, and the way of life people in these places lead. Ancient buildings are very important. Uh, Buildings in ruins and forts even. Then equally important are the educational institutions. So he talks about places which provide higher education, and then he talks about recreational spots. So all these things are very important to a country, and hence a traveler must make sure that he visits at least some of these places. Bacon next talks about what are the few things a traveler can do in a visiting country. So he can learn, watch, and learn the proceedings of a king's courts, how the ambassadors are received, and what kind of reception is given to them. So this way he'll surely very get to know about the customs of the place, and he should take part in social events also, which are even more important. Like if there's a chance provided, travelers can go to funerals, they can attend weddings, and they can participate in feasts, they can take part in celebrations, festivities, and in many countries there will be public executions. So if there's a chance provided, a traveler can also look at all these different things. A traveler, when he returns to his hometown, he has to follow certain things. Now, firstly, he has to maintain a very good correspondence with the newly got friends. So, if a proper correspondence is not maintained, there will be a breach in the relationship. So, that is why Bacon insists on travelers to um, continue the communication properly. Next, he should, whatever he has learned in the new place, he has to try and share it with his own friends. And this he has to do without exaggerating any of the facts. And wherever the traveler may go to, he should not forget what is practiced at home. So he should not forget or lose the customs of his own place. And there also should not be a compromise of any kind. A traveler may adapt into his lifestyle new things that he has learned from the new place, but um, but he has to strike a balance between what he has newly gained and what he already has, and that is how a traveler will benefit on a personal level.